Hey, welcome back to Beesler's Book Buzz. I'm Jeff Beesler, and let's go ahead and get right into it. I do apologize for not being around last week. Apparently, I overslept, and it was also spring break from the kids. So, yeah, I didn't have anything. I didn't end my week properly that week. So, I do apologize for not being around, but thank you for coming back. And let's move on from there. It's been an interesting past couple of weeks for me. It's not so much for the science fiction and fantasy part of the my writing career, but me as a horror writer, I've actually learned a few couple things here that have really made me believe I can actually go the distance with this whole writing career thing, with the literary journey. So, and it's weird because the things that I learned actually came not from the actual writing journey itself, but from my day job. Because, so I work in the food service industry, and part of my job is to, serve customers in a quick, friendly, fast manner. And so part of that occasionally entails parking cars and that sort of thing. So I will take these orders out to the folks that are sitting in their cars waiting for the food. And without even trying, I startle them. It's not intentional, but that they could be looking at the phone totally distracted, and I pull up to the side of their car and say, "Hi, I got your food," and they'll be just like, "Ah," just like jumping in their seat, totally forgotten the fact that I'm here to give them their food. And I'm not even trying to do this. It's just comes with the territory, apparently. And it also happened again a few days ago when I was actually running out of an order, but somebody was coming into the building and I was going so fast that I startled him and I got trying to scare people when I'm at the day job. It's just something that happened. So I feel like I could take that kind of energy and head it towards my writing. And yeah, I definitely believe I have what it takes to continue on this venue. So, with that said, I do have a little bit of good news. I actually just got a 5-star review from my book, Fool's Blood. Oops, one second here. Oops, let's see here. I hope things didn't disappear on you. But I'm trying to pull this up. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay, so let's do one second this way. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is Fool's Blood, which is my vampire story about Wild West enthusiast Daniel Simon, who is curious about the legend of the Lost Dutchman gold mine in the Superstition Mountains of Arizona. And he wants to try and prove that the gold mine exists, but he encounters a supernatural force, and which totally throws everything he's trying to do out of whack, and it messes up his friendships, his relationship with his fiance Amber, and just he goes from a journey of he goes from a journey of exploring this gold mine to pretty much survival as he's trying to save the remnants of his life and his very existence from the vampires that have been lurking in and around the Superstition Mountains. So, so I actually ended up getting a 5-star review a couple days ago, and here's what the reviewer said. The allure of the Lost Dutchman gold mine is what piqued my curiosity about this book, as is the case with the tale's protagonist, Daniel Simon. What Daniel finds during a weekend trip to locate the legendary gold mine with his fiancee Amber and friend Kevin changes their lives forever. It's a discovery that turns out to have nothing to do with lost treasure and everything to do with nightmarish events, starting with Daniel falling into a mine shaft and injuring his leg, and quickly spurring a quest for redemption as Daniel is plunged into a reality in which he is all he has ever known and all whom he has ever loved are lost. I really enjoyed this vampire tale wrapped around the mysteries of the Superstition Mountains. Beesler writes with a straightforward, amusing, and visceral prose that grounds the readers in the action and is filled with relatable characters plucked from the modern Arizona in which his tale unfolds. The believable elements of his writing make the story even more compelling as it slips into a strange kind of madness that kept me turning the pages and wondering how or if Daniel will succeed in his thirst for justice. A great twist on legends of old with horrors anew. And that was the 5-star review for Fool's Blood. So I am really happy about that. And yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about really quickly is I got a copy of Ryan Hyatt's Terrified, and I've actually read the first story in the book, The Manager, and I loved it. I can't wait to read the rest of the stories. This is a short story collection that has sci-fi humor and horror in there. Everyday lives colliding with bizarre events and whatnot, almost like Fool's Blood in a way. And I will review this in full when I'm all done with it. You'll have a Beesler's Book Buzz review episode coming up in the next couple weeks once I get through the rest of the other 7 stories. I think there's 8 stories, I believe, in all. Uh, Maybe might not be quite right about that, but anyhow, so that's what's going on with me right now. What's going on with you? How's life going on? Is everything, hopefully everything's, great. I know the world has been really interesting, turbulent time, but I think history has also shown that humanity has always been through turbulent times and probably always will be. It's just in our nature, I guess. But anyhow, so that's all I have for Beasler's Book Buzz for this week. I will talk to you again soon. Oops. Sorry about that. Alrighty, so you guys have a great day and a great week, and I'll be back next week. Take care. Bye bye.